And welcome to practice. Today we'll do a little bit more vigorous practice than I've done in the past, so feel free to do as much as you can. It's always your own experience. Listen to your body. So what I'd like to do is start out just warming up the legs, pedaling out one foot, pedal out the other, and then pick up your right knee and give the foot a circle. Keeping the left knee soft. There's probably some wobbling in the leg, and that's really good. It's letting you know that that's the brain mapping into the foot. So then stretch the toenails onto the floor and lift the arms. It takes a little bit of balance here. So narrow through the front hip points, and there's sort of a hugging in. And then hands to heart center. See how slow you can fold. So you'll probably notice that the leg, that left leg, is wobbling a lot. So that means we're going in nice and deep to those smaller muscles, those smaller sensations. Once the fingertips land on the floor, step your longest step back into a lunge. Give this an inhale with a nice long spine, and then exhale, lift the hips up and back, bow over that front leg. Inhale, lunge, warming up the big leg muscles and arteries now, and exhale, pyramid. Inhale, lunge, and last time, pyramid. Keeping only the heel on the floor, lift the ball of the foot, tone the belly up and shift it into the left hip, and then drive all the way from the sit bone, drive the back of the leg muscles down to the floor. Breathe the face nice and soft. Inhale and then exhale, lower the foot on the floor, bend a nice deep lunge again, and then turn to the long side of your mat. And now we're getting at the inner leg muscles. To your own degree of flexibility, nice and slow from side to side. Good awakeness in the legs and the feet. Come to neutral and walk your fingertips way out long. So this is a way to link the arm muscles into the back muscles, into the glutes, into the legs. So it looks like one long bungee cord. Feels like one continuous engagement. Breathing here. And then slide the hands onto the hips. Roll the arms up into the back muscles, bend or soften the knees, and inhale, lift it all the way up. Open arms wide, and turn that left leg out, bend deep into Warrior Two. So the tendency in Warrior Two is that we pitch forward, so we lift and reach back, especially into that back leg. And then turning the front palm towards the sky like a big brush stroke, nice and slow, reversing the warrior. And now these breathing muscles all the way through this side body. I'm using that left lung to press against the ribs, getting even more space, and really pushing this back leg strong. Inhale here, exhale, elbow to knee. And now the back arm takes that long, slow stroke up and over. Lift the belly up and then push into that right leg nice and strong and open your heart to the sky. Back leg wants to weaken, so push, push, push into the back leg. Inhale and lift it back up into Warrior Two. Another inhale to reverse. Exhale, windmill to the floor. In a lunge again, And now lift up that foot, hanging plank, getting some core work, and really pushing the inseams of the arms into the finger muscles. Stretch back into three-legged dog. Bend the knee, open up the hip, flex the foot, and push really nice and strong with that whole right arm and right side. Inhale, exhale, square off. Step to the top of your mat. Right foot follows. Inhale, stretch forward. Exhale, fold. Interlace the hands over your back, as if you had a rubber ball between your elbows. Hug in so that your back muscles engage, and then arms drape up and over. Face soft. Bend or soften the knees. Push the floor away. Inhale, rise to stand and arms stretch. Body getting warmer now. Left knee, lift and hug it in. And you might notice this side's different. Give the foot a circle. And then land the top of the foot on the floor, toenails pushing, and lift that whole front line up. If the leg wobbles, totally fine. That's what the muscles are meant to do. Hands to heart center. Nice and slow. Soft in the right knee, nice and slow. So we're feeling those smaller muscles, those little shivers of those core muscles coming online. Fingertips on the floor, and give that left leg another little hike up. Step all the way to the back of your mat, lunge. Inhale, exhale. This is pyramid pose. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, pyramid. The tendency is that the outer foot gets heavier as the inner leg unplugs, so get really intentional about pressing that inner leg down. Lunging again. And last pyramid, keeping only the heel on the floor. Lift the ball of the foot, pick up the belly, shift it to the right, and from the sit bone, drive that whole chain down, keeping your knees soft. Feel your whole body breathing so that even your finger muscles are strong. Bend into your lunge and turn to the long side of your mat, bending one knee and bending the other. Toes really awake. Feel each and every toe. A nice lift in the arch. Nice smooth movements. Come back to the middle. Deepen your fold as you walk your fingertips out by lifting wrists, elbows, and armpits. Connect the chain of the arms as if your arms started right at your hips. And then hands onto the hips. Shoulders up into the back muscles. Soften or bend the knees. Push the floor. Inhale, rise up. Arms open. And right leg turns warrior two. Turn your front palm to the sky. Reverse your warrior. And then slide the belly button into this left hip so that you can push the left leg even stronger. Elbow to knee, top arm stretching up and over. Belly button now lifts and tucks into the left hip as you turn your heart to the sky. Inhale, lift it up into warrior two. And reverse again. Exhale, windmill to the floor, lunge. Pick up that right foot, knee to chest, hanging plank. Any little movements to release anything that feels stuck or stagnant. Stretch back, bend the knee, open the hip. Inhale, Exhale, right foot steps, left foot steps. Inhale, stretch forward. Exhale, fold. And now either feet together, or I prefer feet a little further apart, bending the knees and lift the arms. This is chair pose. Everybody's least favorite pose. Takes a lot of effort because the weight of the arms wants to pitch the whole body forward. So this is another opportunity to find those back muscles, pull the back muscles back, and lift the arms and the gaze. Inhale, stand, open into a back bend. Exhale, dive. Inhale, stretch forward, lift the right leg, and then take that right leg, wrap it all the way around to the left, slide it nice and far away, coming to the outer edge of the right foot and left knee bent deep. This IT band stretch to this left hip. Could stay here or float your arms. Fingertips to the floor. Stretch that right leg high and step to the back of your mat. Keep your back heel lifted. Stretch your arms. And then hands to heart center. See how slow you can lower the back knee. Really feeling those smaller, deeper muscles and movements and sensations. And once the knee lands, flatten out the toenails. Bring that left hand outside of your left leg and hook your right elbow. And then as you push the right elbow against that left thigh, maybe bring hands to prayer or keep your left hand on your hip. You want to keep the chest open, heart space open. Give this an inhale and then exhale. Untwist, curl the back toes and lift into that pyramid again, stretching the hamstrings. Bend into your lunge, step back plank. Lift the sides of the waist toward the ceiling. Push so much with the arms that you feel that your legs could lighten. Getting nice and strong. Pull your chest in front of the fingertips. Head stays just in the right alignment to the spine as if you were standing. And then lower, low push up. Inhale to cobra or up dog. And exhale, down dog. Right foot steps, left foot steps, chair pose. Hands to heart center. Take your twist. Breathing here. Some people lower the bottom hand and lift the top. Just looking to create inner space. Inhale and then exhale, fold. Inhale, stretch forward. Hands on the hips. Bend or soften the knees. Inhale, rise to stand. And arms stretch high. Maybe a back bend. Exhale, dive to the floor. Inhale, stretch forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Exhale, step to the back of your mat and lift your arms, crescent warrior. Inhale and exhale. Fold. Step to the top of your mat. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, bow. Inhale, left leg high. Soften the right knee, wrap it around. Come to the outer edge of that left foot. Deep bend in the right leg. Open the arms to the side if that's available to you. IT band stretch. Inhale, exhale, fingertips land. Leg lifts and stretches. Step to the back of your mat and lift your arms, crescent warrior. Super slow, super slow. Let those tremblings happen in the legs, the ankle, the foot. Land, and then pull that body forward. Land the back toenails, hands to heart center. Back muscles, pull the chest wide. Take your twist. Feel your body breathing. Back toenails pressing. Inhale. Exhale, release. Fingertips to the floor. Lift up on the back knee. Step back to your plank. Pull your collarbones wide. Lift up your belly. Stretch your glutes into the backs of your heels. Lower chaturanga. Inhale to cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left leg steps. Right leg steps. Sit in your chair pose. Hands to heart center. Hook your twist. Stay or peel your arms if you like. See if you can connect the chain from top fingers through the back body into bottom fingers. And exhale, fold. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, bow. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, step back. Lift the arms. Open warrior 2. This time straighten the front leg. Shift your belly into the right hip. Push that right leg strong and come into triangle pose. So right leg is strong and straight, left leg strong and straight. Weight wants to spill to the outer foot, so push down into the inner edge of the foot. Then we'll take it into balancing half moon, softening up on the left leg, sweep the right leg high. You can put your hand on your hip if you like, or float it. Bend your knees, step back, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, windmill to the floor. Step back, plank. Lower chaturanga. Inhale to your cobra with the knees down, or up dog with the knees up. And exhale, down dog. Right leg steps, left leg steps. Inhale, stretch forward. Exhale, fold. Let's take another interlace of the hands, switching which pinky's on top, arms draping up and over. Knees are soft or bent. And push the floor away. Inhale. Rise to stand, body nice and warm and awake. Exhale, swan dive to the floor. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift the left leg. Step back. Lift into crescent warrior. And drop the back heel. Spin open into warrior 2. Again, the tendency is that everything wants to lurch forward and kind of weaken, so really push into that back leg. Sit nice and low and strong. Straighten up your front leg. Belly button slides into that left hip, stretch to your triangle pose. So the tendency is that this shoulder wants to collapse and the head cave forward. Keep the head in a natural alignment to the spine and find your back muscles to open the chest. Back leg wants to unplug, so push it in nice and strong. And we take that balancing half moon, soften up on the right foot, fingertips on the floor, and fly. Find an image that makes you feel lighter inside, like you're a sail, a kite, a bird. Bend your knees, step back, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. And exhale, and melt to the floor. Step back, plank. Pull the collarbones wide. You can always put your knees down, totally fine. Knees up or down. Lead with the chest into chaturanga. Inhale to your cobra with knees down, or up dog with knees up. And exhale, down dog. Walk to the top of your mat and take a nice squat. Knees and feet nice and wide so that you can get your heels grounded on the floor. Hands at prayer, my elbows are pushing against the knees, and then get that whole outer seam of each leg from your hip to your ankle pushing against your elbows. Tendency is we get this, the collapsed chest and all those breathing muscles. So we want this nice open heart, nice long neck. You don't want to cut the circulation off to your head. You want to keep everything long and bright. And then exhale, fingertips down. Toe heel your feet to hip distance. Hands on your hips. Back muscles, pull the shoulders onto the back. Bend or soften the knees. Inhale, lift to standing. And adjust your clothing as necessary. Just close down with a nice easy tree pose. Shifting the weight into the right leg, turn the left foot, knee, and ankle out. And you can slide your heel against your ankle, foot against shin, or foot up into the inner thigh. Hands can be on the hips, hands can be at heart, hands can open. And then feel the space all around you. Good flow of energy now. Everything awake and alive. Breathing. Imagine you had a big, strong kangaroo tail that you could lean back and plug into the floor. If your leg wobbles, that's what it's supposed to do. And then come down. Breathe. Switch sides. So weight shifts into the left leg. Slide your right heel against your ankle, foot into your shin, or foot up into the inner thigh. And any version of hand variation you like. I always like to use the image of pretend you're on a paddle board. So if you're doing this pose and the surface underneath you is undulating, your muscles need to be supple and moving, but you need to be gathered in on your center, so no matter what happens, you can correct. And then standing in your mountain pose, let your arms comfortably drape beside you, and feel your relationship to gravity. Feel the space around you, the energy moving through you, how alive you feel after moving. And that's the important thing, is feeling alive, connected to your body. So it's a nice way to end, just come lying on the floor, closing your eyes. Give your brain, your nervous system time to assimilate and digest your practice. So, namaste. The light in me honors the light in you. Such a pleasure to practice with you, and hope to see you again. Thank you.